So welcome back to another video. I'm about to pull into the boys' orphanage of Bingerville. See if I can fit through here. So the orphanage is a beautiful building. It used to be the governor's palace because Bingerville used to be the second capital. The capital of the Ivory Coast was Grand-Bassam, and then it moved to Bingerville because of yellow fever outbreak in Grand-Bassam, and then this was the governor's palace. And it's a beautiful ancient building. It's got the architecture of like New Orleans, and it was built in 7 years. Finished, I read different sources, 1910 to 1913, where it became the governor's palace, and it's modeled after an elephant. You can kind of see the head in the balcony, and then the tusk or the staircase, and it's a beautiful building. And in 1957, it became an orphanage because the capital moved to Abidjan rather than Bingerville, and they needed an orphanage, and so it was a boys and girls orphanage from 1957 until 1972. And then there was a girls' orphanage built in Grand-Bassam, and this became the only boys' orphanage. And so it's been here, the building itself, since 1910. It's been an orphanage since 1953, and then a boys' orphanage since 1972, and it's been that ever since. Right now, online, it says they have over 200 orphans here, 250 actually, according to the government website, and they are schooled here. You can see they are in the purple shirts over there. This is actually a basketball player that uses the center back here, not one of the orphans. But they have bright colored shirts showing which class they're in, the green and red and blue shirts over there. And then these are the school buildings back here where they have school each day. And then here we have a basketball court, 2 of them to be exact. And this was actually constructed by the president of the Toronto Raptors, the NBA team. So he has a charity, and the guy in our church who kind of organized it all, because the center CEBB or CEBB, Centre Emmanuel de Basketball, Centre Emmanuel de Basketball. He got the charity to build the court here at the orphanage, and it's the Africa Dreams Big charity, the Giants of Africa charity, sorry, and they build basketball courts here in Africa, and this is one of them that they have built. It's kind of like a tile terrain, kind of a tile court, and it's a very nice court for here, and 2 courts, but it was built here, in the Centre Emmanuel de Basketball trains here and practices here. But we have, again, the school buildings that we'll go around and see. Got a little soccer game going on. Looks like they got a soccer game going on with a basketball. They got the rocks for the goals. But you can see the signs above the doors, CP2, CP2. That's one of the classes, CE1. And so elementary school. But the Center Emmanuel, the basketball Emmanuel, the Emmanuel Basketball Center, I guess is how you say it in English, is a high-quality center. I mean, they have played international tournaments in France and Senegal and won those tournaments, and played some different tournaments around the Ivory Coast as well, obviously. But they've been there for a while now on that basketball court here at the orphanage. But you can see all the different buildings. They also host events here. You can kind of rent out the different areas of the orphanage over here to host some events. Our church has held a ladies' conference here. But it really is, it's a beautiful building, and the old architecture, and it's here in Bingerville. So thanks for watching. Feel free to leave any comments if you have any questions about the orphanage, and I hope you enjoyed the quick little tour and experience. See you in the next video.